So yeah, bodywork's tidy. It doesn't really need any repairs, does it?
It's a little bit of rust here and there, but you know,
Grand scheme of things.
The grand scheme of things, it's pretty good. So the backside needs rubbing down.
Okay, well, don't they all? So a 25-year-old with curves whose backside needs rubbing down.
Correct.
Okay. Morning, Dom.
Morning, Rick.
Morning, you lot.
Morning.
You're watching the Two Fuels. What car are we in today, Dom?
Well, we're in a 1994
Yep.
Toyota Celica GT4
Toyota Celica GT4
ST205.
Your Toyota Celica GT4 from when you went, oh, I fancy a GT4 and then bought one the next day.
Our
Toyota GT4.
Yeah.
I'm taking no responsibility till I've driven it and found out what it's like.
Oh, thanks, cheers.
So,
Yeah.
right, well, before we go for a drive, I'm just going to go and grab my sunglasses out of my car quickly. Glasses. Now then! Ah, it's better. Glasses are on. Right, let's go. See what the Celica GT4 blast from the past is all about, yeah? So, for anybody listening, if you hear the odd sound now and again, we've got a little bit of induction noise and blow-off valves, yeah?
A little bit. It's like stepping back on a set from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah, we've got a fair old bit in here. So let's. I want to start off a little bit differently on this one. I thought we'd start off with interior features and just run through adaptive suspension.
Well,
No, we're going to
it's
condense this video down. So
it's running BC coilovers. So
Okay.
It's running aftermarket suspension.
okay, cool. Dual zone climate control.
I've no idea, but even if it has, it's a complete waste of time because as we know,
You'd take it out, yeah?
I would definitely.
So no dual zone climate control.
Electric windows.
Electric windows.
Yeah.
We've got buttons for everything. There's no gloss black.
No gloss. It might have been 25 years ago, but it's definitely not gloss black.
No
now.
gloss black. It's a 90s car. It's a true 90s car inside, yeah?
Oh, it's proper. It is. It's proper 90s retro car.
It's got a few little extras inside this car. I've not really been in this car before. Dom obviously has. It's his car, our car. We've got a little. Is this just a clock? What we've got on the front here?
No, that's a boost gauge.
We've got boost gauge on the front
It
here,
has
yeah.
an adjustable boost controller.
Okay. And we've got some pods on your driver's side there.
Yeah, we have. We've got a boost pressure gauge because everybody loves a boost pressure gauge.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that these have been put on by its previous owner, not me. Or maybe.
But you'd have put them on anyway, yeah.
Maybe it's original Japanese owner. I don't
Yeah.
know. You never know. Because it is obviously a Japan import.
Oh, it makes some noise, doesn't it?
It's quite cool, really. We have an oil pressure gauge, which is obviously useless because you don't really look at it, but it looks good. It has a weird heads-up display.
Okay.
It's an internal temperature of the air filter to tell you how cold or hot it is.
Okay.
Because everyone needs that.
Yep.
And it also, as you hear it, it beeps at you at 70 miles an hour to tell you that you're going too fast.
And what's this we've got on the dashboard over this side here that looks like we've got a CB aerial on the dashboard? What's this?
It's all in Moscow. It's to do with the GPS.
Something to do with the GPS?
Yeah, it's very
Where,
so.
how does, what?
Well, maybe it's for TV, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sure somebody can tell us.
Well, it's pretty tidy in here. Well, we're 25 years old.
It's 1994.
Yep. Dom was just telling me how he likes tidy 25-year-olds. And this is something a little bit different. What have we got down on the left, by your left knee down here? What's that little switch down there?
Well, it's had an aftermarket dashboard with blue and green lights. That will be coming out on a standard dash going back in.
Original lights is still in there for the lighter socket. We're liking it, yeah. We've got a little box of tricks next to that. What's that one?
That's something to do with the heads-up display.
Okay.
That's about it.
So we're going to be leaving everything as it is in here?
Well,
Is this the plan?
We'll probably remove that because it's a bit cheesy. And we'll remove this thing that beeps at you at 70 miles an hour. So
Okay.
head in.
Yeah.
But other than that,
interior-wise, it doesn't really need, does it? So seats aren't standard, are they? No.
No, seats are aftermarket Sparko bucket seats, which the initial project was to turn it into a track car, but I think it's actually too nice to be a track car, so it's going to go back to something like normal seats. So
okay, but these are quite good.
These are really comfort. They're just not the most.
They're a bit difficult getting in and out. They might be a little bit easier if going back to tidy 25-year-olds. If you're a 25-year-old and your body bent a bit better than 50-year-olds' bodies do, you might get in a little bit easier, but other than that, it's cool. So, steering wheel, Dom. We always going on about steering wheels in cars.
Well, how many buttons are on this?
Well, all right, you beat me to my next question. No buttons. Well, one, probably a horn button, yeah?
Yeah, a horn button, and it does work.
So what mileage have we got on this?
Well, it says it's done 102,000 miles. Now, I don't know where that is in real terms as regards of how many it's done. I don't know whether it's been converted from miles to kilometres and they've sort of done it, or...
Interior-wise, it doesn't look like it's done more than that, I'll be honest.
No, it doesn't. And it's not got that many rattles.
Can you just put the suspension in comfort setting down here?
Yeah, we'll have to get out and wind it on the top of the
okay.
It has got fully adjustable coil.
Okay.
No, so I think that's all right.
It's all right, actually. It is all right. So yeah, it's nice and tidy in here. We like it. Outside, it's a classic Toyota Celica GT4. How did the Celica GT4 come about, Dom? Quickly.
Well, they were basically, I'll use the word, I can't spell it, homologation.
Yeah.
They're a homologation special that went from the ST, I think the 165s, 185s, 205s. This is famously the one that got banned for cheating. So there's a little bit of history on this. I'm sure if you do a little bit of research on YouTube, you'll find the sort of history of it. But I mean, to condense it, you basically altered the intake on the turbo to allow more air in. It was a really, really well designed cheat, if you can use that sort of that phrase. But yeah, they were probably running 50 brake more than everybody else.
So what kind of identifies it externally as a GT4? Let's start at the front on a GT4. You've got a massive bonnet with a massive bonnet bulge and a couple of nostrils on there, yeah? Yeah, and it's all standard as well. It's like, I mean, people dream about putting loads of inlets and inserts and vents, and this came out of the factory with, you know, vents and sort of intakes and all sorts. So yeah, it was quite a cool design at its time. Bearing in mind it's 25-year-old, and that's what you've got to keep remembering. You sort of work from the front to the back, sort of sides. Got little skirts down the sides. There's nothing too wild on the sides, but there's little skirts down there, isn't there?
Skirts are aftermarket.
Okay.
Toyota Racing Development skirts, but I'm not too sure that because I didn't put them on. And then lots of curves. There's not a lot of straight edges on this. It's definitely a curvy car. And then of course you get to the back, which I'm sure you can see through the camera. There's a big almighty.
It was Cosworth spoiler before Cosworth knew about it, yeah?
Yeah, it's got a big wang.
Got a big wang. Oh, new word for 2021, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's got a big wing on the back, yeah? It's pretty unmissable. GT4 graphics down the side of it. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it, down there?
It does really, yeah.
So we're rocking aftermarket wheels on this, aren't we?
Yeah, they're not particularly nice.
You're going to swap those?
Yeah, I think we're going to
You're going for the 1552s as suggested, or?
Well, I don't know that, or maybe some Enkels or some Japan Racing. Something
a bit more motorsport inspired.
I think so, yeah.
Tarmac motorsport, yeah?
Yeah, with some proper tyres in it, as opposed to these.
1552 tarmacs is what it needs, everybody, yeah? Around the back, we've also got the aftermarket exhaust on there, yeah?
Obligatory.
We've got, obligatory Jap exhaust that you and I could both fit our heads in.
Yeah.
What are we talking, 4-inch pipe back there?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a bit bigger, I don't know, but I think it's Blitz or Nur or something like that.
Sounds good though. And he looks the part on this as well. You look like a bit of a knob driving around with that on a modern car, wouldn't you? But on these cars, it's expected, isn't it?
It does sort of suit the era and suit the sort of...
You'd look at knob with a couple of pea shooters on this, wouldn't you?
I think it would.
Yeah. So bodywork, what we're going to have a bit of a sand down, are we?
Yeah, we're going to have a sand down and we're going to have a wrap.
Solid colour wrap.
Yeah.
White wheels.
That's what you're you went for, is it?
White wheels. Yeah. If you don't put white wheels on it, I'm going to paint them anyway.
Okay.
Right. Let's pop in and get a coffee on the road here, Doug. I think it's your turn to buy the coffees this week. And while you do that, I'll get the camera set up. I'm going to jump in and drive it for the first time, stepping back in time.
Quite exciting.
Yeah.
A little bit of rave music or some nice.
I'm intrigued to see what it's like, because I was like, no, don't get an old car, don't get an old car.
Well, I think you're going to be pleasantly
surprised, you think? You got a subwoofer in the boot, by the way?
No.
That needs sorting out.
Parking spot there as well next to the...
Park out front so that when I'm reversing it out, everyone can see me making a mess of it, yeah?
Because there is no parking sensors.
Whoa, why do you need them?
What the parking sensors in
I mean, you might need them to be able to see past the rear wing. Right, let's have a little swap over and we'll jump back in. How do I get out?
Oh, it's got hey. How modern is that?
What?
It's got self-locking doors.
That didn't explain how I get out. You have to let me out. I did that.
Yeah, but it's got self-locking doors. Oh, when you turn it off and turn it on.
That's what happened now, I couldn't get out.
Well, yeah, because
So I have to actually manually do that. How weird's that?
that is a good security thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As long as you don't get stuck in the car. Ah, I can't get out! Just a minute while I just turn it off and on again. No?
It's not going to go
I'm a
on fire.
dissing your car, sorry.
It's not a McLaren or a Nissan. Sorry, Buzz.
Nissan? Why they be set on fire?
Buzzy's car set on fire.
Did it?
Yeah. Quite sad, really. I'll show you the video afterwards.
Has Buzz not modified the hell out of his car?
It wasn't bad.
So it's probably nothing to do with Nissan, is it?
No, but it was a nice car. Got a mask.
What do you want? Double weak latte or something like that, is it? Is that what you have?
Double dick.
Yeah.
I'll have a cappuccino, please.
Cappuccino. Cappuccino. I didn't buy a stirring stick.
You don't put sugar in it. I put your sugar in before I come out with it.
I don't have sugar, so you don't do that. Just got Dom a few sweeteners.
Hey, how cool is this?
How cool, what we're looking at. Oh, that is cool. So are these cup holders aftermarket or are they original?
Oh, they're original.
I can't believe a car from 25 years ago has got cup holders in it.
Oh, they're original, some of them.
I do like that, yeah, it's good. And then, because Dom's moaning that I never get the coffee, I got us muffins as well, Dom. Blueberry muffin, there you go, Dom, have a blueberry muffin. Let's just have a little bit of sustenance. Never happy. Does a toad work?
Yeah.
Toad works still?
Yeah.
What happened to Toad?
I don't know.
Toad were like the alarm to have, wasn't it? It was like, you know, I'm going to get me JVC as we've got in here, or I'm going to get me...
They're the Ghost or Pandora of the 90s.
What were those stickers that always used to be on the rear windscreens that everyone had? It was quite amusing at one point when everyone had Kenwood stickers on. My mum was like, why's everyone got like food mixer stickers on the rear window?
So, the dash, sat there looking at it now.
Yep.
What would you say it's similar to? Have you never been in a Supra?
No.
Okay, well that's lost on you then, isn't it?
German cars, Japanese cars.
Have you never owned a Jap
A
car?
Mazda MX-5,
Well,
Mark 1.
That's Jap for our Americans.
Yeah, that's kind of where we got to. Let's go for a drive and see what I make of the...
Oh, the foamy bit was very sweet.
Was it?
Yeah. Strange that. Because it was sat on top because nobody brought me a stirrer.
I've done this on purpose so Don buys a coffee next time. Treated him to a muffin and he's still not happy. I'll have a chat with your servants at Charleston Towers just to see how they make your coffee properly for you, Dom, so I know what to do next time, yeah? Charleston's Towers, your semi-detached mansion. Does Dream will go up at all?
Possibly, but I don't know where the button is.
Well,
I don't know if it does or not. Oh, I tell you, no, it does. I've just remembered where it is.
Okay.
It does. It's this on the column.
Okay.
I just remembered there it is. That's
Right, so that's even funkier than...
No, push it up. Don't break it like you broke the GoPro.
Oh, what?
Over to the right and back. Yeah.
We could be in 6.
No, we won't be in 6, I can promise you.
Okay. I've just twigged on what happened there. That big wang on the back is quite disconcerting. I keep thinking there's something behind us all the time.
I do that for a while.
So, Toyota Celica GT4
ST205.
ST205?
Yes.
Okay. And yeah, looking at the windscreen, I can see a little nostril sitting there. poking out. Yeah, it does. Do you know what? It's a much more exciting bonnet to look down than
an X3
than a modern day car. And in all fairness, you can actually look down the bonnet. Most modern day cars, you can't see the bonnet these days, can you?
No.
The front of your car is just a fictional point where a thing beeps at you to tell you you're too close to something.
Yeah.
Whereas this is like, oh, I can see the bonnet. All right, cool. The wing mirror glass, maybe? It looks like it's fixed on with blue tack, no? Possibly?
Possibly.
Okay. Is it the same blue tack that's holding the rear wang on?
No, the rear wang is, by the way, just so that you know that.
The brakes aren't very good.
Brakes out, it's got EVC yellow stuff pads in it, and they are drivel. They are about to get changed.
The drivel?
The drivel. There is a reason why there's no brake dust made by them. It's because they don't brake.
Okay, I did notice then we had to just push a little bit harder because we were still rolling, but I was expecting to slow down a little bit.
So there can be some proper pads put in, maybe Ferodos or Mintex racing pads.
Okay.
To make it a little bit more stoppable.
to make it actually stop.
Yeah, to make it stop, yeah.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Anyway, first impression, size. How does it feel size-wise?
Well, it's back to, as much as we're going to go back past this M2 again, it's back to that size car that's a manageable, sensible size, that's nimble enough on British roads to be a bit chuckable, I'm guessing. Yeah? So to me, it feels like a sensible size. Gearbox is pretty good. Steering position's a little high, but you said that because of these seats, is it?
Yeah, I don't think the seats look like M2 just look good.
So seats are a little bit high, but that's just these seats. So if you're going to go back to standard seats, or
no, because you can't afford them.
Oh really?
Yeah, the term you use is rocking horse.
Okay.
So
what seats were in this then when you got it?
There was some fairly standard sort of Cobra.
Okay. Okay.
They were a bit ruined, hence why I changed them because they were already dead. But it's having a new set of seats in it. What about the lag?
Turbo lag. Yeah, we've not mentioned that. You said a while back about it had a little bit of a.
Well, put your foot down, count to 3, and then things happen.
Yeah. It's quite. Yeah.
Pronounced.
2 litre, this, isn't it?
2 litre.
All right. So
3GSTE engine, twin scroll or twin entry turbo. I think is the correct term.
Sorry. What? Sorry. I don't know what Dom's talking about. 2 litre turbo.
2 litre turbo.
Yeah. Loads of bits in it. Do you know what? I was just because when you said about the turbo lag, when you're moving, you don't notice it so much. Because the 2 litre engine's obviously got enough, I think, enough there to give you enough response to go. Yep. It's not like rocket forward, but there's enough response for you to go, and then the turbo's coming in. So I think it's all right, that. So what was the horsepower on this? You got any idea?
No.
I like the honesty. You're like, I'm going to dream some up. No, I don't. That's honest with you.
But we'll find out.
What? It goes alright, doesn't it?
How good is the visual display of your rev range?
I'm not even looking at that. It does go alright, Dom, that. I like that.
It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah.
See, you dissed me.
I did diss you. Well, do you know what? I still probably would diss you in that you just need to adjust your mind to it's an older car. There are going to be rattles and things that aren't quite right, but it drives well. I like it, Dom. I think you've bought pretty well. Brakes, yeah, definitely need a bit of
attention.
Yeah, a bit of attention, but as long as you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You're aware of it, aren't you? So I think you're right. Once this has had its bodywork, had a little bit of a tidy, and then it's got its wrap on, maybe we could do a little comment below as to what colour you'd wrap it.
Yeah.
And let's just take out of the equation Castrol GTX graphics because we've been there, but that's been taken back out. So don't comment with that.
Yeah, that would be my sort of. That would be my thing, but I have issues at home.
So we're going to go. You don't have issues at home. It's just you.
Because Mrs. Charleston told me she couldn't get the. If you think you're going to do that, so I have issues at home. So.
Okay. to this nice bit of road here, and I want to give it a bit of beat, but I'm conscious that the brakes might not get us around the corner.
It's really good. It's got a bit of water.
So are we thinking that the perception of speed is to do with the noise, lack of sound deadening, engine noise,
Yeah, I think so.
etc., etc.?
Yeah, I think as cars have moved on through the ages, they've obviously got heavier, fatter, more sound deadening. Suspension's probably got better.
Oh, that induction noise and the boost valve's just hilarious. Genuinely, that's hilarious. I like it. I think as I think it's a fun car, Dom, to sit at Charleston Towers in the multi-car garage.
On the drive?
No. Listen, everybody who's watching, believe me, Charleston Towers, he's got a multi-car garage underground.
With a lift?
Yeah. And it took them all away. I think fitting into that there, I think this is, that's a good addition. Yeah, we come to the end of our GT4 video, stage 1, because we're going to follow it with
stage 2.
Developments that are going on with bodywork, wheels, taking out bits that don't need to be there, etc., etc. So if you've enjoyed watching the video, we just ask you to like the video.
Subscribe, please subscribe.
Subscribe, yes, we could do with a few more subscribers.
Yeah.
Share it with your friends and ring the bell for your alerts. We're back into a regular kind of filming schedule again now. We've got a few more cars lined up with a 135i. I'm thinking we might revisit your GT3 again, Dom, because you've had some Ponzi Gold wheels done, and you've got the exhaust. Now he's gone full Asbo with it, so a little revisited there. So yeah, we're back with some more videos soon, but thanks for watching today, and we'll just leave you with a little bit of noise which sounds like this. Silly.